teachers and friends. Today the seminar topic is Bitcoin and its applications. This is presented by me, Rishika Malli, under the guidance of Shanti ma'am. Contents. Here I am going to be presenting all of these to you. That is introduction, that is what is a Bitcoin, who invented Bitcoin and what are the features of Bitcoin. Then we have the motivation, that is the factors which led to the invention of Bitcoin. Then we have the objectives. Objectives refers to the objectives that are posed by Bitcoin which can be addressed in future applications. Then we have the literature survey which refers to the IEEE papers and journals related to Bitcoins. Then we have the design. Design refers to the working of the Bitcoin and experimental study. In experimental study, we are going to look at the security of Bitcoin, whether it can be hacked or not. Results and discussions. In results and discussions, we are discussing all of what we had listed out right now. And then we have applications. In applications, we are going to see where Bitcoin can be applicated. And we are referring to three applications majorly here. One is the solar coin, second one is the Bitcoin satellite, and the third one is the Kryptoradio. And then we have the conclusion. In conclusion, we are concluding all of the factors that have been presented in this video. And then we have the references, that is from where we have collected the information. Introduction. Bitcoin is an open source P2P e-cash system, or simply it is also called as a digital coin. Here open source means that the algorithm on which the Bitcoin works is accessible to everyone and it is not a secret. P2P means peer-to-peer. The Bitcoin works on peer-to-peer mechanism. That is, the peer-to-peer is also called as miners. And these people are responsible for working and transfer of Bitcoins. It was invented in 2009 by an unknown group of programmers or a single programmer by a pseudo name called Satoshi. It is completely decentralized with no central server or trusted parties. Here, decentralized means that it has no central point of control or a third party which controls the working of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is based on cryptographic key pairs and hashing, which are used in processing transactions. Then we have the motivation. These are the factors which led to the invention of Bitcoin. First one is incorrect financial decisions, which results in various recessions and financial meltdowns and cash loss. Not affected by government's unprecedented decisions or politics or fraud. Then there was a need for anonymous, fast and secure transactions without involving a third party which controls the money flow between the two peer-to-peers. Then there was a need to trust on a cryptographic proof rather than the people. Then we have the objectives. The objectives of Bitcoin are it must conduct transactions that are secure and which maintain privacy of the highest form. In Bitcoins, it is impossible for a person to hack into the system, alter any previous stored information, or record the records in the blockchain. The third objective is that the data is always private and secure. And the fourth objective is that it can be adopted for greater purpose and useful applications. Literature survey. There are more than 230 conferences and 65 journals and magazines that are published over the last year referring to Bitcoins, especially in IEEE. These are the three IEEE papers based on which the seminar is presented. First one is the Bitcoin and SWOT analysis. This paper refers to the strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats of Bitcoins. The second one is Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This is the original paper that was released by Satoshi. based on which the Bitcoin work, and all the hashing algorithms and timestamp server have been presented in this paper. The third is the zero coin, that is anonymous distributed eCash from Bitcoin. The zero coin was invented uh, to to resolve a drawback of Bitcoin, that is the anonymous feature, which was a threat to the Bitcoin. We will see in further slides how this is possible. Working design. The Bitcoin technology works on two principles: universal database that records transactions and grows linearly in blocks called blockchain. And then second one, we have the miners. These are a network of peers who add blocks to the blockchain and help in transfer of bitcoins. Here this diagram refers to the hashing algorithm, which is on which the Bitcoin operates. Transaction using Bitcoin. If you own bitcoins, then there exists a record on the blockchain that contains a numerical value or coins and one half of a digital signature. Digital signature is similar to cryptographic puzzle that only you alone can solve because you hold the other half of the private key. If you want to spend your Bitcoin, you make a request to have a new record. This new record points or links to the previous transactions in which you acquired those coins, which proves that you own them because your other signature, the other half of the signature, solves the cryptographic puzzle. It further adds a new digital signature to the Bitcoin, which can be completed only by the Bitcoin's new owner. When the new owner wants to sell the bitcoins, he repeats the same. Next one is oh, the security of the bitcoin. Why can't you cheat at bitcoin, or is hacking in bitcoin possible? Here, let's say everybody is working on block 91, which is the yellow block right there at the top. But one miner, let's say this is the hacker, he wants to alter a transaction in block 74. So the hacker or the miner would have to make changes and compute the hashing computations right from block 74 up till the block yellow block, which is the block 91. That is 18 blocks of computing. And the best part of this is that he has to complete the hashing computations of all of these 18 blocks before the whole world finishes the completion of records on the yellow block, that is the block 91. Therefore, hacking in Bitcoin is almost an impossible task, or one cannot alter the previous transaction in the Bitcoin. It is like building a great wall which keeps on increasing and increasing, but you cannot alter the previous transactions. It can only go in one way, that is the forward, not the backward. Applications. Now here we are going to see where the bitcoins can be applicated. First one is the solar coin. Solar coin uses a blockchain which is called as electric chain. The electric chain collects the non-confidential data related to the solar owners or the owners who have the solar panels. The goal of solar coin is that it wants to build a network of more than 7 million solar installations. The working of solar coin. If you have a solar panel, you are able to download a solar coin. Then you receive a solar coin for each megawatt hour of power your solar installation. Then you receive a solar coin for each megawatt hour of power your solar installation produces. The foundation holds 99.4% of all the coins that exist or will exist in future, and the rest will be mined by the public. And now it is being provided to anyone who can prove that they have added solar electricity to the grid. So basically, the solar coin can be used to replace the renewable energy that we have today. Or instead of using non-renewable sources of energy, we can use these renewable sources of energy for our need. Bitcoin in space. The Bitcoin satellite is being developed that would be paid for in bitcoins for effective transaction data of bitcoins. Without peer to peer payment network, the Bitcoin does not operate today. So, this is the motivation behind making a Bitcoin satellite. A coordinated, distributed denial of service attack on all the peer to peer nodes would stop all the payments across the network, and this was a threat which needed to be addressed, which led to the invention of Bitcoin satellite. The advantages of Bitcoin satellite is that it is reachable even where the net connection is unavailable. It can be tracked easily and it produces real time broadcasting. The next application that we have is the Kryptoradio. The project called Kryptoradio is a partnership between Cody Helto, an open technology development organization, and another group which is responsible for developing and encouraging the adoption of the alternative digital currency known as FIMCrypto. Together, they have secured the rights to transmit updates to the Bitcoin blockchain across digital terrestrial television in Finland. Therefore, three-fourths of the population is has been able to receive the transaction data of Bitcoin, which has led to the widespread of Bitcoin. Then we have the conclusion. Bitcoin is a digital coin which is needed in an advanced world because of its features like it is decentralized, it works on peer to peer network, it has enhanced security. Further, enhanced applications like the solar coin, Bitcoin satellite, crypto radio, they ease the life of humankind. The other applications which can be addressed in the future are security systems, vending machine, or parking ticket dispenser. Then we have the references. In references, these are the sources from which the information has been collected for this presentation. Thank you.